welcome back to my channel. It's been a very long time. And yeah, I'm pregnant and I'm going to be sharing with you my first trimester journey, the high, the lows, and everything in between. It's good to have you back. Sorry, I did make a little note on, some of those things. So yeah, first let's talk about my reaction when I found out. Was it planned? Yes, it was planned. Yes, it was practically planned because at first I wanted to have my second child like 5 years apart. I wanted to rest, but I did have a few talk with some people and they were like, it's best to have them close together, because at least they get to like similar activities. It's not like when you're dropping this one off to this particular activity, you're dropping this one off to this particular activity, or you're dropping this one at the daycare and you're dropping this one at the nursery, or even worse, you're dropping this one at school and the other one is at home with you. So plus you get discount at the daycare when you have two kids in the same daycare. So win-win. So yeah, it was planned. I did start taking some vitamins right before the process of trying and finding out I was pregnant. I continued taking like supplements. I was really prepared for it. Not like the first time. Let's not go there. Okay, symptoms and challenges. Oh yeah, by the way, yes, I was excited about being pregnant, yes, because it was planned. So my symptoms and challenges. This one, I wasn't expecting what I got because, the first one, it was a little bit better in a way. Because, it was my first. It's expected for me to have some kind of shock and not being able to handle some certain situations. But I felt this is my second one. At least I should have some certain kind of experience and shouldn't be feeling all lies I told myself. My dear, this one was, let's not go there. But yeah, we'll go there. I told you we'll go there, so we'll go there. This one was, first of all, I started having like extreme fatigue. Like I would climb just one staircase, like a very small staircase, and I'm like panting. I'm running out of breath a lot. And then apart from the fatigue, I was always having cramps, something I did not notice in my first pregnancy. So basically pregnancies, they are different, obviously. They're obviously different because this particular one, the symptoms were intense. I had nausea. I couldn't really brush because every time I try to brush, it's like triggering my tummy, and sometimes I end up throwing up. Sometimes it's like, ugh, yeah. So I had the nausea. I had the pretty bad headache and migraine, and then acne. You can still see I have the scars. They are clearing up. And the funny thing about this particular acne was, when it started, I didn't really care because at this point in time I had like fluctuating mood. I lost exercising for literally everything. I don't want to do anything. I just want to be in bed all day. So I was not really taking skincare serious. I just really did not care. In fact, at some point I was even busting the pimple, even though I know I'm not supposed to bust pimple, touch pimple, But I did because I just really didn't care at that point in time. My body was just, I was just not having it. That's just the truth. I was not having it. And so yeah, apart from that, my sense of smell, oh my god, I started eating everything. Everything smelled horrible. I had to brush my teeth like 3-4 times because my own breath throws me off. It was bad. And yeah, by the way, the acne, you can see they are literally clearing up by itself. To be honest, I did not really do much because I'm still literally like coming out of my first trimester. I'm literally still in it, so my moods are not exactly there yet, but it's not like it was before. I wouldn't be doing this video if it's still horrible. Yeah, and the fact I said nausea, right? Yeah, there was nausea. My sense of smell was like horrible. Fatigue. I couldn't really do anything. Bless my husband. I really could not do much. Down to cooking, house chores, coming to work was like, do I really have to be here? Kind of feeling every time I'm at work. And then food. I managed to eat, but there was only a few things I could eat. Because you know the bitterness that comes with it, like your mouth tastes horrible. The taste of food is different. So I wouldn't say my appetite was bad. My appetite was not really that bad, but it was just the taste in my mouth. It just made it horrible bad for me to actually eat food, you know. And some of these things I did not really experience. My first one, I would say my first trimester was quite smooth. So everything I experienced this first trimester was quite different and unexpected. Yeah. And after that, I also had like horrible cramps. I was always having cramps, pain under my tummy and everything. And there was backache, there was headache, there was a lot of them. I feel everything was happening to me at that time. Even my skin, I think I started noticing some reaction on my chest. Is gone now. I had to take exfoliating serious when I started noticing it. Like not like exfoliating with like the body scrub and stuff. No, I really consider exfoliating like the whole bathing process, because depending on the sponge, I don't use the soft. I used to use the soft foam before my body, but when I realized that I think they're called loafers, those sponge that like net that we use, sometimes even the cloth, there's this one that's like not really smooth cloth, just with rough surfaces kind of. When I found out that they are like the real deal when it comes to exfoliating, that's what I started considering my exfoliation process. Scrub properly but not roughly. So yeah, I started taking scrubbing seriously, and would take more time scrubbing that particular area and then moisturize it properly, and voila, it did work because it's gone actually. Yeah, that was pretty much my symptoms, and they were quite challenging for me. So yeah, then I had my first scan. No, not really my first scan, my first appointment before my scan. That I did speak with the midwife, and she said I had noticed my tummy was quite bigger than usual. I was thinking because I've given birth before, and maybe I still have that mom board thing in my tummy, but I could feel like it seems like big. So me and my husband would make jokes about, you're pregnant with twins. So we got to the hospital for my first appointment with the midwife. I let her know that I feel my tummy looks bigger than the age it's supposed to be. And she checked and she was like, oh my god, your tummy actually looks big. And it feels like, yeah, she did some listening, and she was like, said possibility, maybe fibroid, maybe twins, it could be anything. So I just have to wait for my first scan. Now I was nervous, and for so many reasons. First, it is twins. Okay, it is fibroid. God, there we go. So that was it, and I was quite nervous for my first scan. And then first scan came, we went, saw my baby. I think that's the most exciting part. Very cute, quiet child. Not like my first. My first, when we got the scan pictures, he was not in one position. All the pictures he had, it was different position. For this one, I suppose I was like, is this baby alive? Why is he in one position or three? Well, yeah. So during the process of the scan, don't worry. What do you think? Was it twins? Oh, no. And apparently I had Ovarian cyst. I'm not sure that's why my tumor was actually pico, because according to the person that the nurse that actually conducted this, the nurse that actually conducted the scan, she said the crest looked quite simple. That's the word she used. And I would have another scan to check if there is any change. Is it growing? Is it shrinking? She didn't really give me much information per se. Maybe I didn't really ask the right questions. Well, she was quite on a very neutral level about it. So she doesn't look worried. I don't think I should be worried, right? So, but then I came back, I did my own personal research. Was ovarian cyst? Why does it happen? I did ask her why it happened, and she said she did mention she couldn't really say for sure, but hormones are part of it. Yeah, and you know when you're pregnant, your hormones are like everywhere. So, and I mean, judging from the way my symptoms were, I obviously know my hormones were like crazy. So, well, when I got home, I did my research. I found out that it can shrink, it can grow, it can burst. There are like so many things that can happen with it. You might even end up having a surgery for it. But those are like the worst parts. But the good news is it can disappear on its own. Funnily enough, I spoke with a friend of mine, and she said she had ovarian cyst. Her daughter is the same age as my first. And so she said during her pregnancy she did have the ovarian cyst, and 20 weeks when she was at her 20th week, the cyst disappeared. So good news. Let's believe mine is going to disappear. So yeah, coping. So let's talk about coping strategies. How did I cope with my challenges? How did I cope? Oh, how did I cope? Well, I think I just managed to live through the whole thing that was happening to me. First of all, I had to tell myself that it was just for the first trimester and I'll be fine after that. And even if my symptoms didn't get better after the first trimester, I mean, 40 weeks and we're done. And on the bright side, there's a baby coming, right? So I try to be optimistic and positive about it, knowing that it's gonna go. And I didn't try to stress myself too much. And I was trying to drink lots of water, 2 liters every day. So yeah, I was doing that, and I tried so much, even though it was not easy for me to take my supplement. Like I said, I lost a cesarean, but I made sure I was taking my supplement. My husband was there to, help me through it and make sure I take it before sleeping. And then, yeah, I was taking my supplements. I tried as much as possible to get rest and sleep. I was not exercising, but I tried to be active, not on the bed all the time, even though I felt like being there all the time. Thankfully, I was going to work, so that was one way of being active. It was not easy for me. It's not still easy for me. And I was, like for the acne, for instance, it didn't bother me, but I didn't really give it much thought. And look at me, it's gone. I just have the scars too, and I believe those will disappear. And then at some point I did have sore throat. I didn't mention that when I talked about the symptoms. I had like horrible sore throat, like so bad I could not really swallow. One of the things that affected my eating habit. So but what I was doing then before I, because I wanted to wait for my scan, because I was thinking I'll be able to also have a talk with the midwife as well. But apparently I was supposed to also book like an appointment with the hospital for that one. So yeah, what I was doing before, I thought I was going to like speak with the midwife to find out the best medication, because it's not advised for you to like just take anyhow medication when you're pregnant. So what I was doing was warm water, I'll put salt and like a little bit of lemon, because you know lemon has antibacterial properties. So I would put salt and a little bit of lemon, just a little bit of it, and in warm water, and I'll like before I sleep hold it in my throat for a very long time, like I can blow bubbles, like oh, hold it here for a little while, spit it out. Because the pain was much, I used to wake up in the night because of the pain. And yeah, when I wake up, I still do it again and I go back to sleep. So because it was on both sides, the day before the scan, one had already stopped paining me. So after the scan, I decided to speak with my midwife on booking an appointment. I was going to do that. I was waiting for the day I will not have work, because most times when you call for once you're pregnant and you call and say you need an appointment, they'll tell you to start coming. So I don't want to do it on the day I'm at work, so that when they say start coming, I'm like, oh no, I'm at work, they'll think you're not serious. So I was waiting for the day I'll be off. Luckily before then the thing disappeared, so there was really no need for it. So yeah, that was that one. And like I said, there was really not much I did to cope, to be fair, other than being optimistic, because at the end of the day I feel like your mind goes a long way into this. Because I remember my first pregnancy, that during the first week I was depressed, and I was thinking, oh, I'm looking ugly and stuff like that, because I still having acne. And I did post a video of how I made all those acne disappear then, but I did have horrible acne during that period. So I was thinking, oh, I'm looking horrible. I called my husband. I was on the phone crying that day, that I think I'm now getting ugly. Well, fast forward to after the pregnancy, I looked at the pictures I took during this period, that depression is bad though. It was hormones, to be fair. It was just mood swings. Just, you know, when you're like on your period, all those kind of mood swings that used to happen to you that period, and something like that. But this is on another level, it lasts longer, kind of. But it didn't happen to me in this one, to be fair. No, it did not. Good thing. Maybe because I already prepared my mind, and because the last one, after the pregnancy, I went back to the pictures and I saw that I was fine. So it was my mind messing with me. So like I said, I feel like you can play with your mind. I remember my first pregnancy when the symptoms started to, like the morning sickness started to happen, and it was not really bad, but it was disturbing me. You know, my first one, they gave me some medication. I can't remember what medication they said they gave me to help my morning sickness. I think it's placebo. I think it's placebo, because at the end of the day, it has a lot to do with your mind, conditioning your mind. It helps. It might not do the magic for you, maybe not, but try it, and it might work for you. You know, it did work for me. I tried to myself, be optimistic, this will soon end, you get through it, and stuff like that. Yeah, that's mostly how I coped with my whole morning sickness. It wasn't even morning sickness, I think it's all day sickness, because this one, morning, afternoon, night, I'm sick. So yeah, despite the whole everything that was happening, I had my beautiful moments, like when I saw the scan. And right now I feel quite excited, I feel better, I feel more, I have more energy now. I'm even starting to exercise. I did it twice and I've done it again, but hello, we are getting there. So I'm looking forward to what my second semester is gonna be like. I'm excited because I know my last one, my first, I had like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, 7 weeks, 8 weeks, 9 weeks, 10 weeks, 11 weeks, 12 weeks, 13 weeks, 14 weeks, 15 weeks, 16 weeks, 17 weeks, 18 weeks, 19 weeks, 20 weeks, 21 weeks, 22 weeks, 23 weeks, 24 weeks, 25 weeks, 26 weeks, 27 weeks, 28 weeks, 29 weeks, 30 weeks, 31 weeks, 32 weeks, 33 weeks, 34 weeks, 35 weeks, 36 weeks, 37 weeks, 38 weeks, 39 weeks, 40 weeks, 41 weeks, 42 weeks, 43 weeks, 44 weeks, 45 weeks, 46 weeks, 47 weeks, 48 weeks, 49 weeks, 50 weeks, 51 weeks, 52 weeks, 53 weeks, 54 weeks, 55 weeks, 56 weeks, 57 weeks, 58 weeks, 59 weeks, 60 weeks, 61 weeks, so much energy, so it's gonna be that way this time around. So yeah, that's mostly it. Yes, I'm going for a hangout with a friend tomorrow, and I'm quite excited because the times, I wouldn't say it's the first hangout I'm having during this pregnancy, because I've gone out like, I can't remember how many times, but the energy was not there. Most times I just want to go, I didn't like whatever happened. But this is gonna be different, so I'm gonna be excited. I'm excited about it, so I'm gonna be like dressing up and having a good time, you know. My symptoms are pretty drastically, so yeah, I'm making plans for my exercise. I'll probably start once a week or twice a week and gradually progress, because I feel like if you bombard yourself with, you know, so much to do, you end up losing enthusiasm. But if you start with little, you grow, and it becomes a habit for you, you'll be fine. So I'll start once a week, maybe. No promises, but I'm trying. We can do this together, and I'll update you. And if you would want to see me, my outing, I can add the video at the end, but I'll make it at the very end, very end. So if you're not interested in me, you can just, after the whole talk, just die. Well, yeah. If you want to see my first appearance, that is supposed to be for the first time in this first trimester thing, that's, you know, at some point there, I wasn't wearing anything to work. I'm glad that's fast. I'm wearing literally any Irish. I remember one time I wore this polo that I can't even wait to go and buy something from the store. And that I just woke up, I was like, can I even go to, am I supposed to be going to this work? I just carried shit, carried trousers. I didn't even know what trousers it was I was wearing. I just thank God I work in the lab, so you just put PPE and everybody's done. Because even not, maybe I'll be working and everybody will be looking at me like, is she okay? Yeah. I'm really going to say thanks for joining me on this journey. Honestly, I do appreciate having to talk about this. And I would like to hear from you. What was your first trimester like for our mommies in the house? And if you're currently pregnant and in your first trimester, you can, you know, say hello. Let's do this together, you know. Let's share experience. And if you're in Scotland, Edinburgh precisely, who knows, you can like have one or two. Just send me hi. And yeah, don't forget to click the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the notification button so you get updated about every single thing. And especially if you're pregnant, let's do this together. Go pregnant. Yay. Until next time, take care, stay healthy, take care of yourself. Mamas out there, you deserve it. And if you want to see me look pretty today, wait a little more. Bye.